Hello, good morning, and welcome to my live program once again. My name is Faith Yasa, and I am the anchor of this program known as Know Your Budgets. This program is always every Monday by 3 p.m. Nigerian time, but sorry for yesterday. Those of you who were waiting to watch over and you didn't see me come online, I sincerely apologize for that. This program is powered by Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. So today again, we are here with another topic, and I hope you will love what we are going to discuss. And please feel free to send in your comments, your inputs, your take on the topic we are talking about. As you can see on my screen, there has been a lot of money recovering from federal government. They recovered this so amount of money that was looted by this person. The other time we're hearing about the Abacha looted money, and subsequently other minister of environment. And so the trending one here is the Accountant General of the Federation, Mr. Ahmed Idris, who was arrested by the EFCC last time. And we heard that he, in his position, was sum of 80 billion naira. And in course of the investigation, it was also discovered that another 90 billion also was lying in his one of his accounts, and about 180 billion plus 90 billion, which was about uh, a hundred and 170 billion in total. But other newspapers said it was a 193 billion. But what we are here for today is going to interest you. And I have a guest. So let me bring up my guest while we ride the discussion all together. Hello. Um, this person seems to have some network issues. Let's see. Sir, are you having some network challenge? Are you having network issue? Welcome, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello.
You cannot hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, maybe we should increase our volume
Hello.
here.
Yeah, hello.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Um, Hello.
Let me increase
Can
the
you hear
volume.
me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Good morning and welcome to my live program, Chief Benjamin Obe.
Oh,
You are welcome here once again.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, it seems that Chief Benjamin Obe has some volume issues. Please, Chief Benjamin, we encourage that you increased your volume. You increased your volume so that we can all hear you. My volume is out already full, so please increase your volume so that you can hear me. Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
hello.
Can you hear me now? Okay, let's be talking. As soon as he heard me, I think he can join us. We're talking about the 80 and 90 billion naira that was discovered from um, Accountant General Ahmed Idris, and this was you are back again. This was in this was in May when. Let me add you up again if you can hear me.
Yeah, I
Can you
can
hear
hear
me
you
now?
loud and clear.
Okay,
Yes, I can
welcome
hear
to
you.
my live program, Mr. Chief
Thank you
Benjamin
so much.
Obe.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm good. We bless God. I'm fine.
Okay, you can
We
read
thank
on
God.
our screen that we are talking about the 80 billion and 90 billion that was recovered from the AGF, that is Accountant General of the Federation. So, on the 16th of May 2022, this year, the EFCC arrests the Accountant General of the Federation over alleged loot billions of naira. And initially we saw on the television that it was 80 billion. In course of the investigation, some newspaper now drop it out that it was actually after the 80 billion, they also discovered another 90 billion. My question here would be like, over the time we've been recovering and recovering and recovering a lot of looted money by our former leaders and even presence one in foreign countries. What has the Nigerian government been using this looted money that have been recovered to do, and what update have they been giving Nigerians of what the money has been used for? If you have an idea, please, you can do justice to that.
Hello?
Can you hear me, sir? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I
You
can
heard
hear
my
you.
question?
Yes. You see, we recover and we cover. In Nigeria, we recover and we cover.
Chai.
That is the danger. The snake that swallowed money, or the monkey that took money, up till now, those ones have gone out of extension. Nobody is talking about it again. The ones that are not agreeing with the government are the ones that are prosecuted. The accountant general being in such possession of money, some of them are supposed to be roasted like fish
Yeah.
because that is a fortune of a whole state. And the money is moving towards even a budget, over a budget of a state. When you move on. So it's sheer wickedness. When they get such people, they are supposed to roast them like fish. How they roast them, put fire on them, and roast them because it's that situation. We have many of them in government that stole those kind of money. They are too much. In fact, they steal the billions and trillions as if it's 10 naira, 20 naira. That is what we are with General of the Federation. His salary for 100 years, even if you work for 100 years, cannot give him such amount of money. As an accountant general of the federation, assuming you are paying him 1 million monthly, multiply it by 35 years. Even if you multiply by 100 years, I believe that the money will not even get up to that. So there are some of these issues that originally you
I think Chief Benjamin has some network
you
challenge.
can see the evil calling. This is caused by the government. He made so much noise about fighting corruption and so on. Yeah, the corruption will fight back. They gave him the warning of that corruption fighting back. But is it only the AGF that's in position of that kind of money? There are many of them who are with that money. And it's unfortunate that they are taking the future of children, the future of adults, the bad roads that have been killing people. These are money that have been stolen in those regards. If you check our poor hospital, these are also part of the money that have been stolen. So if this money well placed, you discover that our hospitals, our roads, our schools would be in a better shape.
Yeah.
And then even our security. So you discover that they say Abacha loot, Abacha loot, Abacha loot. Well, from the history of that Abacha so-called loot, it was the money that was taken by the Provisional Ruling Council, Military Council, to go and deposit in Swiss accounts when there was oil boom, so that they can have what's it called? They can have interest on it. When Abacha died, these other people want to access it, they couldn't access it, and then they target a loot. Okay, let's assume it's a loot. How much money has been recovered? How is this money judiciously used? The money is not used. If that they catch that is a thief. If
Yes.
it's
In
ordinary
fact,
person that stole 10, 20,000, by now he would
yes.
have been convicted.
Yes. In fact, we have a report.
And the
Uh, we had a statement from the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malamin, who said that, and I quote, that they have recovered over 70 billion in 4 years. Over 70 billion. That is, the money is more than 70 billion in 4 years. So when you were talking about a lot of money I've discovered, I want to reflect your mind back to when the Malami made the statement that over 70 billion was recovered. And our question here is, when these monies are recovered, what have they been using it for? What have they been using this money for? Where is the money? What did Nigeria need to know about this looted money that have been recovered by the federal government? Sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah.
This man has stolen 80 to Yes, I can hear you. This man has stolen 80 to 90 billion. This is money that they claim they have recovered in 4 years. The only one person is almost is above that money. I believe that they are not telling us the truth. They are very economical with the truth, because if carefully you check within the 4 years, the 70 billion, how are they recovering it? It's far more than that. This is selective judgment. They select who they want to prosecute, they select who they want to blackmail, they select who they want to destroy. If not, I believe that if only the AGF can have 80 to 90 billion, and then Malami is blabbing that he recovered 70 billion in what's it called, in 4 years.
In 4
I believe that something fundamental is wrong. They are not telling us the truth, and it's quite unfortunate that we found ourselves in this situation. And the same people trying to recycle themselves within the range of leadership again. Let me even tell you one of the dangers. This money that they have stolen, that they claim they are recovering and so on. If this money is in circulation, if you come through an election, they spend the money like magicians. Some of them are like magicians. And I want to say that for me, they are costing themselves and costing their generation. You stole people's money, you took the future of other children to train your children, all their children are schooling abroad. And if all these their children are schooling abroad and the other ones here can't go to school, they sell pure water, and some of them Okada knock them down, vehicle knock them down, and then their life become useless. And you think when your children go to school abroad and get that degree, it will be useful, and they are not realistic. They are not realistic at all. That 70 billion is just maybe, I think it's a slip of tongue. Maybe he's saying $70 billion or pounds, and then I can agree. Yeah, hello?
Very much, Chief Benjamin Obe, and you are actually doing well. Nigerians are not, our leaders are not being fair to us. In 4 years, you recover over 70 billion. The recovery of this money is not a problem. But what has been the money being used for? You know, during the election, when you see people lavish money on different occasions, and they even call the youth that it is a language that we, the youth, understand, the money. Guess how much they are giving people during elections to vote for them? Sometimes on polling units, see them giving 100 naira, 50 naira. When you times the number of polling units in Nigeria, you know what that means, right? So let me play a video of when a politician is mentioning that the language that we, the Nigerian, now understand is the money. Please, I'm coming. Just let's.
And let me tell you, we believe in finishing the job.
Yes.
We'll go into the grassroots, give them the language they understand. What they understand is money. Ego beke. We'll give them ego beke.
Okay, you've heard from the horse's mouth. You don't hear him. He said They got into the grassroots and give them the language they understand. That's the language we, the youth, understand is the money. And guess what? How much? When one person over 170 billion.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. This is an insult.
ASU is demanding for 200 billion to resume the student back to school. And somebody stood on the stage and is saying that the language the grassroots people understand is money. 100 naira. Deri. Oh. Sir, what do you think about this? And what can you advise those listening to this video? Because people are going to be victim of what he just said. People will go to collect money, very small, meager amount of money, and they will sell out their life out. So what can you advise on this note, this video you just watched, before we proceed?
Yeah, I think the man, he needs to go to a psychiatric hospital. That man who is talking about that, he's saying the truth, but he needs a psychiatric doctor to check him out. Number one, yes, they created the situation for the youth to always be demanding doing this.
Can you hear me? Okay, it seems Chief Benjamin is having some technical issues. As soon as he returns, I will bring him back to the stage. So, why he's battling with the technical issues, please, let's proceed. There are monitoring...
As I'm talking to you, some already preparing their guns, their knife to fight.
There are organizations that, like ICPC, that are in charge of monitoring and investigating misappropriation of funds and monies that are missing in our account. So now, okay, you are back here.
Yeah.
Why did you come back on a separate note? Okay, so you're back.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
we are
what
talking about the video we just watched. Yes.
Yes. For the video clip, and like I said, the youth, they need to change the narrative. They need to show them that they are in charge. In other places, these things are working. The youth need to come all out. Because when you mortgage your future for 100 naira or 10,000 for 4 years, you only come, you'll be grumbling, you'll be quarreling. But when the time comes, you see them eating corn with people on the road, eating corn now. Even if a mad woman is sitting on the road or a madman, they'll go and sit to the person and then everything is going on. But immediately they win that election, their numbers will not go, you can't reach them again. So elect people that you can talk to. Elect people that when you get annoyed with them, they will not take offenses. Elect people that you know that they have proven integrity. You elect people based on your conviction. Don't bother about the say your vote will not count. Just cast your own and leave it. It will count. It will certainly count this time. So I am appealing to the youth that there's so much insult within the range of us. We need to change the narrative. And we need to teach them, our own language is Moniba. We will teach them that our own language is to change the change. We need to change the change because we have found ourselves in a box where they have boxed us for their own selfish reason. But like I keep saying, how many of their children will come to vote? They don't come to vote. They don't come to the polling unit. And when you come to polling unit, you see people, you start insulting them. And then let me even give this simple advice to us. If they send 10,000 naira to the polling unit, the man they gave that money, the money will have accident. If not, if they say give people 10,000, that man has very big problem. What you would do if he comes and negotiate and give you 100 naira, 200 naira, they remain in. Some people make fortune out of it. Why must that be an industry for people? Our youth, our strong youth. We are strong people, especially in my state, Benue State. We have very strong, industrious young men. If you go to any part of the world, if you see a Benue child, you will know that this person has gone through things and is ready to work and is ready to add value. Many people will add value. We don't believe in trying to always outsmart to survive. If it's farming, you see us there. If it's every other thing, you see us there. So what is happening actually is a moral bankruptcy, which has been orchestrated by the leadership that we have. So I believe that we need to change them. Now they bring people they can control like remote control, ping pong, ping pong. Let us change all of them. Change the change. That's what we need to do. And we'll give them operation bumper to bumper.
Thank you so much, Chief Benjamin Obe. I really appreciate it.
Thank
Now,
you very
there
much.
are commissions in place like ICPC, EFCC to actually monitor the misappropriation of funds, and if any individual who is holding a public office loot any money, they are in charge of investigation, arresting and investigating the person, recovering money back to Nigeria. Can we say that over the time we have actually appreciated that the ICPC and the EFCC, they have been doing a lot of jobs, but at the same time, when they pursue these persons, recover this money, I think they still need to go further to ensure that this money land back to the appropriate authority, because it's like they are looting this money. When recovered, it will be relooted. Other people will still reloot it. Now, let's read comments that people are dropping together. Okay. Mark Irobo said, good morning. Oh, good morning to you, Mark. We really appreciate you. Now, wow. Mark still said, now, wow. Bashiru said, this country is going to catch fire soon.
Fire.
We no pray for that one, make it call. You know, go catch fire. We'll go change them before it catch fire. This person, good morning to you all. We really appreciate your messages. Okay, thank you so much. And good morning to all of you too. Please feel free to send in your comments as the program progresses, right? Please feel free to send in your comments. So we were talking about EFCC and ICPC. You know, over the time, we appreciate the fact that they have been trying so much to recover a lot of looted funds back to Nigerians. But they still need to do a lot of job, because when this money are recovered, it's like some other individual reloot it. So recovering this money is another thing. Ensuring this money land to the appropriate authority, it's another thing. So we will appreciate ICPC and EFCC more if they further investigation after this money is landed back to the treasury account they said they were operating. So actually on this topic, before we finish this broadcast, let's watch a video and then we'll draw a curtain for the day.
Register to vote and collect your PVC now. Affliction shall not rise a second time.
That is why we members of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, is calling on all Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, religion, and political affiliation, to embrace our new formula known as 23 unto 23, which means you must encourage 23 persons to register for their voters card. Then the 23 persons should get another 23 persons to register too for their PVC. If 23 is multiplied by 23, we shall arrive at 529 voters card. If 189,035 of us do this, we shall have 100 million voters ready gidigba for the 2023 elections. By December
2022,
GCSDN shall organize a global online election where we shall all choose the presidential candidate to support in the 2023 elections. We must elect a patriotic and visionary servant, a servant that will put our country and our citizens' rights above his or her personal interests. Oya, let the journey begin.
this message is powered by Prince Ewemade Concourse, PROGCSDN.
Oh, we have heard it all. 23 encourage other 23 to go get their voters card. And then the other 23 will encourage the other 23 to go get their voters card. So that we can change this narrative that the person, that the clip I played just said, the language the grassroots understand is the money. 23 persons encourage other 23 to go get their voters card. Then those other 23 encourage another 23. So that in 2023, we shall not be coming out to collect 100 naira or 200, but to change the narrative. Mr. Obe, can you say a word of encouragement both to the youth watching us here, both to the government and then to the ICPC and EFCC before we draw the curtain for the day?
Okay, thank you. Like I said earlier, in Nigeria, we recover to cover. That is what is happening. It's not that the ICPC and the EFCC, they are not doing their job. But there is this touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. Touch not my anointing. There is this touch not. If not because the AGF becomes vulnerable, he would have been a touch not. There is a case about the Chief Justice of the Federation. He's still a touch not. So we have the touch not among those people. But I believe they are doing a very great and fantastic job. They are just limited and handicapped by some certain situations. That is why you find them like that. But I believe that it can be better. I also want to encourage the youth that this time around you come all out, come and do your best and leave the rest for God. Vote for the right people you know you can challenge, not stooges that they bring. They use them like ping pong. This is the time to change the narrative. And that is why some of us have made ourselves available so that we can come out to lead the people the way it should be. If not, we can't continue like this.
Thank you so much. Chief Benjamin Obede just said it all. Please be encouraged. We are not saying the ICPC or the EFCC have not been doing their job, but we want to encourage you to always ensure that the money land back to the appropriate authority. And we should know what these monies are used for. Sometimes when we come out to ask questions about how public funds are being spent, people will be like, how will you ask it? My sister, my brother, it is our right to know how our public funds are spent. We voted these people in. We expect all the good things they are enjoying, we expect to enjoy them. So when there's a misappropriation of funds, we need to know how it's going. What happened to the money that was looted? What happened to this social money? What happened to this social money? When we are having this kind of people looting this amount of money in Nigeria, and then we are going out to borrow huge amount of money again to come in and waste in our country. If these monies are here in Nigeria, people are looting it, then why are we going out to go and borrow? So we encourage us to start doing the right thing. The change begins with me and you. So let's be encouraged. Please join us here next week. Next week is going to be same Monday, 3 o'clock Nigerian time. The same channels you are watching us here. And we will be taking you to another level. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.